Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Blue Devils return team will have that offense backed up. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Fires to the right. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Blue Devils in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
It's a draw. Thrust that arm out. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Arkansas's offense has the ball for the first time. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2-star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these two dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Line is set on 3rd down. To throw, it's Green. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll bring it back. It's Sategna. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Green. He's going up top. He's got it on the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On second down, looking to throw. Into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Number 6 with the grab and the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for a man. It's Murphy. He's right on target. Got a lot of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Duke.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Shelton. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Finds his big tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Immediately fires to the middle. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He'll keep it himself. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Armstrong. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
They'll run it on the counter. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Catch in the middle. It's Haas. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Thomas. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. He's got his man.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I know it's something we take for...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Blue Devils are on the move. To the air, it's Murphy. It's on target and complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Looking to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They march 72 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play, but understand that guy.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Got a man. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Makes his connection. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig suey.
Makes the grab, and they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. He just won't take a big hit, slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up for a second down play. On the run, it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Green. Makes the catch. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They take the lead with the 6. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for room, it's Thomas. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Murphy. He's got the tight end.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Green. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Give to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Quarterback on the keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Back to throw, it's Green. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35.
And that's good for a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Using his legs, it's Thomas. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
At the 18-yard line. Third down coming up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Finds his big tight end. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And the Blue Devils will keep this drive going.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
The Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Yeah, and it's 4th down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You got to go get 6 on the board.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
3rd down after the run. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it. Keep getting those stats.
Looking for room, it's Jackson. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give on the counter. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Looking for a block. It's Shelton. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man down the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
After that last completion, it's second down. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They got it to him out in the flat, but a sure tackle and the big stop there for this defense.
Man, those aren't easy tackles. You know, you're stretched way out wide. You're running a long way to come up and make a tackle, but great job by the defense, seeing it, reacting, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.